Hi there, Sue Stapp here with you on a great day to learn about our celebration promotion. Once a year, Stampin' Up! Has a promotion where they create a special catalog of free merchandise. And the free merchandise you can obtain by a qualifying purchase of $50 for most. And then there's a couple of them that have a qualifying purchase of $100. But this can be from any of our current catalogs or clearance racks, any merchandise before tax and shipping. You just have to go to my website in order to qualify for that, and that's www.suestapp.stampinup.net. So hope you stop by. If you need a catalog, let me know. I'd be happy to send you one out. Today we are going to be making a lace-up card, and the lace-up card is with the stamp set called Epic Celebrations, and I think it's the cutest set. It has a guitar and the sneakers and headphones. Kind of reminds me of for a teenager, but it's probably for teenagers of all ages. So this is what we're going to use, the sneakers. And the way that I made this card, it laces right up. I have cut, I've done a couple different versions here, and I'm going to share with you. I even did a pink one for my granddaughter. So if you want full details on the instructions, that is on my blog at my website. So again, go there and you can hit the blog button, and you'll get a step-by-step tutorial on how to make this card. So to start with, what I did was I cut 2 pieces of cardstock, and I made them both 5 1/8 inches long. That's the length of the card here. And then I cut them to, there's a 1-inch strip, and there's a 1 5/8 inch strip. And what I'm going to do with that is I marked on the 1-inch side. I went along with my ruler and I marked, I started about a 1/2 inch above the bottom, and every 3/4 of an inch I made a mark. And then I ran a line down through there, so where those intersect is where I'm going to punch holes at. Now you want your holes to match up because they're going to lace up the card. So what I did was I took the some Post-it note tape here, and I taped the 2 pieces together so that they're lined up on the edge. And then all you have to do is take your punch and go in on that line. And then you can untape them. And what you're going to do next is you're going to lace it up just like a tennis shoe. And you want to be sure you keep them, the sides matching up. And so that what I do is I lay them down flat like this, and from there they can, you can see I'm going to do a yellow one this time because I thought that would be nice to have a different color in here. So what I have is I have my card base, which is Whisper White cardstock cut at 5 1/2 and then scored in the middle at 4 1/4. So we have an A2 size card, and then I've cut a piece of cardstock to go over that in the yellow. This is, I believe, So Saffron. And this is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And so what I did on that was I'm going to take this and I'm going to lace it up. Now I had some scrap yellow ribbon that I was using, and so I'm going to show you how that turned out, like so. And whenever you go to do your card, let's put our front on, and then we can kind of put the card together. I'm going to use my fast fuse. Remember, we take it down and we do a tick mark off to the end, alternating directions. And so I'm going to just put that on this card front. It's a really sticky tape. Oop, you don't have much time to lift it up either, obviously. Look what I did. Well, this is a live video, so you get to see stuff that happens to all of us. And this isn't what exactly I had planned for this video. In fact, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that. So, let's see. Now it's stuck everywhere. I really made a mess. Let's see if we can salvage this. If not, we'll grab another piece of paper. It's just paper. I love my paper and I hate to waste it. But sometimes things like this happen. So let's go back down here and run it this way. And try that one more time. I'm going to lay this down flat. And I'm going to line it up before I set it down on the paper. Yay, much better. And really, I mean, it came out pretty flat, so I may just have to add a little bit of glue on this corner. That must be where I pulled it up at. So we're going to adhere this to the left side of the card, and how we're going to do that is we're going to take our fast fuse, and we're just going to run it down the edge and both sides. And if you run it over the edge, just kind of tuck it back behind there. I like to pull it apart just a little bit so that it, whoops, boy, that fast fuse is sticky. Again, it's the same length. I like to leave a little bit of a reveal of our yellow. And then I want to pull them apart just slightly. You want to make sure that the ends match up. And there's your lacy part. Now what we had to do for the remainder of the card, with my layering circles, framelit dies, I did a scallop yellow circle. And I've done the tennis shoes, as I mentioned, in yellow. So I'm going to put these up with dimensionals. Oh, I did that last time too. I'm so sorry. So this is our dimensionals, and they're just our little 3D stick-ons, and they're going to elevate it up just that slight bit, but just enough to add a little bit more dimension to the card. And they pop right off there. And I'm going to set this. This is I stamped onto white cardstock, Whisper White, and I use the Stitched Shapes framelit dies to cut this out. And it's just slightly smaller than this circle. So I'm going to go just about to the edge and have a little bit sticking out. And then I'm going to raise this up too, because I think with the tie on there, it would give it some additional, let's see, I want it on the, just on the edges, because it's going to kind of straddle our two shoestrings there. Our ribbon shoestrings, that is. So I'm going to pull the backing off those. And I'm going to lay that down on here towards the top. And I'm going to add a bow here when I get all done, but I'll hang on a minute for that. Now I stamped from that same stamp set, there are 2 sentiments. One says, "You're awesome," and the other says, "Here's to an epic celebration." So I used the "You're awesome," and that is going to get adhered down. I stamped it on both sides. This is the good one. And that's going to get adhered down. Just, oh, I got to do one thing first. I want to put a decorative strip over here on this side. And what I did was I took some watercolor paper and I used our yellow Brusho to create kind of a, I don't know, I almost think it looks like a tie-dye effect. I have a little bit of tape there I'd like to get off. Let's see if we can manage to get that off. I don't think so. Just not my day here, is it? Let me take this scissors and maybe I cut it off. That works. Just a skosh. So this is the same measurement, 5 1/8 inches. And that is going to go just like halfway between the white cardstock and the edge of the yellow. And again, I just thought it kind of gave a little bit of a tie-dye look. So here's your awesome tag or banner. And what I did was I cut a piece of 1 1/8 inch cardstock and I stamped it, and I used the triple banner punch to make that fishtail cut, and then I just sponged the edges of it in yellow. So we have a nice cute little yellow card. Like I say, I'm going to add the yellow bow on here, and I will show you all of these cards again. Blue, pink, and another version of blue. This is slightly different. I used the silver accents, the banner and the strip here on this one, instead of just doing the fishtail banner sponge with the blue edge. And my next one, guess what color I'm going to do next? When I first saw these shoes, I thought they reminded me of the old Converse shoes. Well, I think Converse shoes are still around, actually. But I think the next one I'm going to do is going to be red. So I will work on that next. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would sincerely appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel. And as soon as I upload new videos, you'll be notified and you can check them out. And hopefully each one you learn a little something in regard to Stampin' and Stampin' Up! Business. This is I'm just getting ready to start my 3rd year in Stampin' Up! So I've had a lot of fun in the last 2 years, and if you'd like to join me along my Stampin' Up! Journey, please contact me. Again, go to my website, www.suestapp.stampinup.net. And on there, you can subscribe to my newsletter. You can get information about joining my team. You can check out my blog, which always has cards on it and a variety of different information, techniques, and so forth. And you can also get information on our Paper Pumpkin program. Paper Pumpkin is the monthly subscription that you can join onto, where you get a complete set of a kit to make cards. Usually there's 8 to 16 cards in a box, and it has all the attachments, embellishments, cardstock, stamps, even a little bitty Stampin' Spot, which is our little small ink pads each month. So again, you can find that information all on my website. And have a great day, and happy stampin'!